what you think of. Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda said the standards in the tear down. Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to. It's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reasonable doubt, it's clear to see. All eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hate it or love it. The underdogs will look so. All right. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shiner with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. It's the glamour life, still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Choose to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Chips, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the cross.
Maybe slightly faulty. Commenting on my sheet.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. I'm Brandon Gaughan. To my left is my good friend Charles Davis. And what a thrill to be here for the biggest one of them all, the Super Bowl. And it seems to get bigger every year. The lights get brighter. The cameras more numerous. I don't know, there's just so much that goes into this game. It's an honor to be here, isn't it?
It is an honor, and I can't wait to share this game with you. This is going to be a whole lot of fun. You're my partner, my best friend. I can't imagine being anywhere else but right here with you. And just think about it this way. You mentioned the magnitude. This is no longer just a game for America or even North America. This is worldwide. People watching from just about every country in the world. This is impressive.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and just about ready to roll. It's complete to Brown, right side. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on run downs. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. Back deep, Golden Tate. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Jones now. Looking to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. That's Shepard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. On first down, Jones. He's going to launch this thing way down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for the Giants. 43 yards. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's first and goal. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
From the 2 now, second and goal. He'll try to punch it in. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Well, they've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Well, they held him out on second down, and now here's third and goal. Here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. With a first touchdown of Super Bowl 53. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. And I'm sure for these guys, the break from the conference championship to the Super Bowl seems so long. To get out here and score that first touchdown has to take some tension out of the game.
Oh, I love the point you just made about the gap between. Think about the pressure that is built in the interim. To come out and get the first points in the Super Bowl, fantastic for the team.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Carr is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
It's never a bad idea to try and get it to Antonio Brown, but there must be a little bit of the Madden curse going on for our cover athlete here. Hasn't been able to get that elite separation that we're used to seeing from him.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man over the middle, it's Williams. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Carr now on 1st down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Open space inside the 10. And he's going to get it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Isaiah Crowell taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To throw on second down, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Here's a give to Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now Jones to throw on second down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Here's Jones from the gun on third down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Fourth down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon.
Let's go.
Back deep, Antonio Brown. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Now Riley Dixon
I was on the damn phone.
At Syracuse.
Keep calling me about work and shit. Man, that's tough. Like I said.
So out come the Raiders. The last possession, these guys
I
were
can't.
able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball.
I promise you, I wish I could, but I can't.
They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
My nigga, I'm the first nigga in history to get banned for lights from a restaurant, I believe.
On first down, Carr. Being chased out left. Flexing his muscle at the 30. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down. On
first and 10. Here's Carr.
Oh, shit. Are you shitting me, Derek Carr, you pussy?
At the 18-yard line, great field position here in the red zone.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All
Bro,
receivers
this
out in the
nigga really
pattern.
dead ass.
And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
He's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Look at him.
The handoff to Barkley.
Oh, shit. God
It's
damn
a
it.
really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's
I
first and
fucked
goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. And this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second.
Oh.
Second and goal from the 1. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD.
Oh, because Derek Carr is a
His
bitch.
second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
Yeah, bro. Nigga fumbled on the fucking 20-something.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 14-7.
Bruh, I swear to God, I hate Derek Carr for this one fucking reason.
Now to kick this one away.
My team would be motherfucking unfucking stoppable.
This fielded a few
Waiting
yards
for
into the
his
end
bitch
zone.
ass.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision.
Boy, Derek Carr, you limp noodle arm bitch.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Now a play fake. Carr is going to fire one deep over the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. And now the Giants,
so
they
he
get
know
the
how to
officials'
shift
attention
this.
and take
Okay,
another timeout.
that's cute.
As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Now it's Tate. A quick feed from Tate. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take
I'm really playing like shit, and it's only because I'm worried about Derek Carr bitch ass.
Not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to
After
play
that whole
this.
ass
I
fucking
think
thing.
we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They begin with a run by Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle,
Bruh,
but not much
it be like this sometimes. Like, I really be wanting to find Derek Carr, bro. Like, real life hit him in the face. And it don't even be his fault. Like, and I would smack the hell out of him, dude.
Eluding the pressure right.
I don't know why the fuck I got off
Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Shepard. And all the way down to the 12. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
with this field goal, nigga. Shit. Y'all know what the fuck you doing.
So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And Rosas puts this one through. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach,
no fall damage, you say.
the kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys.
And hit behind the line. He lost the
I was finna say, if we don't fucking pick up this ball, I fucking quit.
So the defense there, opportunistic.
Bruh, no, fuck that, bruh. Booth review. What? Bruh. Oh, God. So, no fumble. Okay.
Knocked it free, made a big play.
Alright, so Madden don't want me to win. Heard. I ain't fucking with it. Bruh, like, that's some real life hoe shit. We would have had the ball on the 20 something. Yeah, that's cool.
They'll try and get this run game.
Bro, what the fuck is he doing? Like, why did my nigga just run sideways?
The 33-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. Jones now on 3rd and 2. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory.
He's not doing nothing special,
Giants
but
on 3rd down.
damn.
55 yards.
I can't believe this shit keeper.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Let's go! 190! 190!
They go play action here on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
A handoff, Barkley running left, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He's not doing nothing special.
And now it's 3rd down.
He's not going for
The
none of
scouting
that
report on
shit.
him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of...
And he finds
So my linebacker don't jump.
Russell Shepard, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas to add the extra point. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll make this a three-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Rosas now to kick this one away.
You want one?
That's fielded in the end zone.
Nope.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Do you want to get boxed? I'll kick you in the face. You better move.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And now running right through it. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Oftentimes when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out a little bit, make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't have to win it physically. You just have to win it by position. That may open things up for your running backs.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing his car on third down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And who's got it? The Giants.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talking about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's third and long. And you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. Sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. He just fumbled it.
Yeah, he knew it. The offensive line knew it. Everyone did. Yet the pressure was still there, and he ended up coughing it up.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Let's go! Grand 38! Grand 38!
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
And it's caught. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Let's go!
They'll try and run for it on first and goal.
Dude, she
And
came
he's
here on the
in.
talk.
Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Giants use the short field to their advantage as they cash in
came
for
in here
6.
on the talk.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead is now
Right
24.
now I'm getting stomped. It's not even a good
Rosas
fucking
now to
game.
kick this one away.
It'd be different if he was doing something noteworthy. Oh, man.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And now here come the Raiders. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving
Oh,
the
no.
ball, turning it
You
over on the
fine.
last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Like, I know how to tune
that.
you out.
Analysis symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
I can't tune her out
is
because
that you
then she's
gave
going to
me
be
the
mad.
word, and I just kept using it.
So I have to sit here and listen.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's a loss of 5
Oh,
there.
the fuck
Bringing
you
up
get
second.
me. You get over it. But damn. Exactly. Like, damn.
Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
You said what? It'd been fine if it wasn't also the same week and she was out. It could not have lined itself any more unperfect.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. He'll be dropped at the 30. But a shifty move got him a couple extra on the play. Give him 6 on the play. And just like that, it's third down.
To the point, I don't even play this goddamn game.
Shotgun now for Carr. Bryant with a catch right side. The pickup goes for 16
Nigga,
and a
please
Raider
learn
first
a new
down.
trick.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call,
no,
you got to be really careful
it's
as
the
a
same
passer about
fucking
how
trick.
far you let your guy go because he might
Oh,
wander into some
where's
tough coverage.
everybody? It's a nano blitz. You got 1 second to throw the ball. Oh, that's cool.
Throwing on first down is Carr.
Bruh.
And he rifles one incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and
Man,
to be frank, they just
sometimes
really
full
haven't
of
gotten
emo
much better.
shit. I'm
And all
glad
that
in Madden
does
20.
is
That shit
embolden the
fits.
secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
I mean,
Back to the
that's
arrow,
fine.
second down.
They
It's
can find all the new ways they
Over
want
the
to.
middle here to Wilson. Showed that brute strength, but he'll still be stopped.
But it's
shy
actually going to
midfield.
take skill
Throw good for
to
only a
fucking play the
couple,
game.
brings up third down.
Which it
You
ain't
got
never
the big
took that
lead
in a
defensively.
long
Willing to give them
ass
that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
734. 808.
On third down, Carr. He gets it to Brown, complete. Antonio Brown kissing goodbye. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Antonio Brown, 52 yards. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. So now Carr, he'll lead the Raiders up to go for 2. Now a toss coming right side. It's Jacobs, and he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And the Giants ready to come out now. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right. Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They'll go to Barkley again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Looking left side, and it's complete. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Let's go! 190! 190!
The pitch goes to Barkley. And he will be brought down at about the
Weak
43
ass
that time. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this. Where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Giants on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Come on, let's go! 190! 190! Flex round! Flex round!
Operating from the gun, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. Now Brown. Oh, now he bowls it over. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this.
Weak ass blitzes.
Carr to throw on second down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for the Raiders. 58 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Nick Perry in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
Oh, and because now I'm lined up in a 5 wide, yeah, your blitz wasn't going to work.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing now is Carr. Out to the right here to Wilson. Finding room to the 20. And bulldozing his way through. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
It's so important to tackle well against these. So that's easier said than done. When the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw, it's Carr. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Now Carr, gotta have this one. And it is incomplete.
Boy,
they had to go for it with
no.
such little time remaining. And that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Running left, it's Berkeley. Tough running there before being wrangled down shy of the 15. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Come on, let's go. What does it? What does it? Ohio! Ohio!
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it
It's
raises
almost
the
like I
question
knew
of
what he was
what's
doing.
right in this game nowadays.
Like I've seen the play
Do
somewhere
you sit
before.
on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. The Giants on 3rd down.
Oh, God.
They've been very good. 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
I mean, I ain't gonna take it from him though. He won. He won off some basic shit. But he won.
From the gun, Jones. He sets to fire deep. And got his man complete. It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 41 yards.
And then, as
picked up a
the
first down and a
motherfucker
whole
getting
lot
smacked
more.
in the
Forget
face,
about
he
just
throws
looking
that
for the
bitch
sticks.
40
They went well
yards.
beyond the
Yeah,
stick.
sound
I know
about
they were
right.
talking about guarding the sticks on defense. They didn't guard them very well. They got a big-time
Oh, yeah.
completion on a 3rd down. That's almost a backbreaker, isn't it? In overtime,
Fam,
every play's importance
it
is
happens all the
magnified.
time.
And that
Gotta
one could
have
turn
it.
out to be huge.
And the New York Football Giants are the toast of the National Football League. They are the Super Bowl champs. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs.
Real life cost me that damn Super Bowl.